Hello there, YouTube. Finally decided to start using this. My St. Nicholas 2014 315 7LE. You know what they say. You're supposed to take it slow. You're supposed to take some ribbon cut. You shouldn't probably use anything that will ghost your pipe. I went completely against everything else. So this is Samuel Gawith Fire Dance Flake. So no ribbon cut. It's broken flake, folded and stuffed. It's an aromatic. It may and probably will ghost this pipe, but I really don't care. I actually like some ghosting of Fire Dance Flake. I like this sort of a sour, fruity note. Let me tell you, this pipe smokes great. Quite a roomy bowl, by the way. When I opened it, it seemed kind of smaller. What I do like about flake, especially folded and stuffed flake, is it's hard to get it going, but when it goes, it goes. You have to excuse me sounding a little bit like this, because my nose is blocked. I'm having mild, it's not exactly cold, it's just the sneezes, and nose is blocked, and I try not to use nose drops these days, because what they do is they sort of cause your blood vessels inside the nose to shrink, so it opens up a little bit. So this makes you breathe better, but it is kind of addictive and you cannot get off it. I had to use nose drops for a couple of days, and now I'm trying to get off them. So I'm just rinsing my nose with, seawater, salt water, and hoping for the best, hoping it will go away. It will return to norm. If norm is an applicable term for me. I don't remember if I told you the story of how I had my nose surgery. That was quite an adventure. I haven't filmed it. I think I must do that. That will be quite a story. Not for the, squeamish types. So, you might have guessed, this video is completely pointless. Just my pipe chat, sitting here trying the pipe. Enjoying my life at the moment. I received my first paycheck at my new place. Small as it may be, because we only worked like 8 days so far because of the New Year holidays. Still a substantial sum for me, I must say. So how's my new place? So far so good, I think. So far so good. I got my workplace set up. I got my new salary card with a new bank fixed. Did a couple of new, assignments. Had a crisis, the first one. Had my new boss rolling his eyes saying, "What are you doing?" Or, "What have you done?" But I fixed that. You never know if the job is okay and if the environment is okay until your first major fuck up, in my opinion. And I'm done. And it starts to gurgle. God damn it. Well, kind of expected with a flake. And it's a filter, 9mm, so I cannot run a pipe cleaner through, so we'll just have to go with it. So this new place is much bigger than the last one. There were 2 of us in the legal department at my previous place, and now we have like 3 legal departments in Moscow alone, and the operation is so huge that they have major facilities in the Far East of Russia. So there's a couple of separate companies with separate legal departments out there. Sure makes you feel like a small part of something big. Interesting. But that's another thing that I think is very, very important in a sort of a job situation. I know that we're still picking up the pace after the new year, but so far I haven't seen a single rushing employee. Someone just madly trying to do something. Amazing. Coming from a company that was in a constant rush. That sure is an unfamiliar feeling, really. And a joyous thing to behold, really. Everybody just working, keeping the pace. Great. If anyone watching is looking for a job, you all know this, but I'll repeat it anyways. Never fall for the young and dynamic types. In Russia, it's an anecdote. We are a young and dynamic crew. Fuck that. Dynamic usually means that no one knows what they're doing, and they're all in a mad rush. We're doing business. No, you're not. Of course, there are, deadlines to be met, and some things need to be done in a rush. This must be done today. I understand that. If it comes up occasionally. But if that's just the general style of work, there's something wrong. God forbid, working with someone whose work ethic is just that, rushing through everything. Everything must be done today. By tomorrow they'll have, million other assignments. It's like, a sniper and a machine gun. Sniper picks his target, shoots, goes for it, and eliminates it. One after another. A machine gun just propels a shitload of projectiles out there, hoping the majority of them will miss, but everyone will keep their heads down, and some of them might actually hit something. Tried operating a machine gun. I got tired of it pretty quickly. One other thing, my last video, the short one, my sort of call for help and assistance regarding choosing the tobacco. I got many comments on that, and I want to use this opportunity to thank you people once again. Thanks a bunch for all your comments and all your suggestions. A bunch of people pitched in. Each and one of them had, I think, 2 blends that they suggested. Gonna turn the hourglass. Medical hourglass, 10 minutes. I've probably talked through 20 already because they stopped a while ago. So thank you people, really, really appreciate it. I might end up having to just go on a shopping spree and have just a bunch of tobaccos bought specifically fulfilling your suggestions, and I'll go through them. That'll be a nice idea for a sort of a series, as suggested by the YTPC. I think that'll be great. So far I made while I was receiving all these fabulous comments and suggestions, and I haven't gone to Facebook yet. While I was doing that, I actually made a small order, just 3 small samples, and I'm waiting for them to arrive. That is, if they arrive at all, because I ordered them from the neighboring country, former, USSR state. And they claim they are shipping to Russia, but I don't understand how exactly are they doing that. That's interesting. Maybe we have some sort of a two-party agreement with them. I don't know, because as a rule of thumb, Russian legislation, I said it all many times already, Russian legislation totally prohibits all cross-border movement of tobacco products. So you cannot order tobacco from abroad and have it shipped to Russia. The customs will confiscate it. This is, of course, done in order to prevent certain individuals just ordering bulk and then reselling it. The state wants to keep its monopoly. And I have another story. It happened today. I was regarding that. I don't know if it happens to you people, but I had a spontaneous eBay purchase. You know, when you stumble upon an auction and you bid spontaneously and you end up winning. Trying to fish something from my glass of water, sorry. So I ended up bidding on yet another vintage Bertram Washington DC pipe, full bent one, and the auction didn't even have a proper picture of the bowl, of the inside of the bowl, so I have no idea what I'm getting. But the seller didn't ship to Russia. That was a major gurgle. So I had to use a hub, an intermediary. So the way it goes, it is an address in the US. You state this address. And the US only shipment arrives at the address, and they basically resend it to you. It was relatively easy, but in recent years it changed a little bit, and you have to actually fill out a form online on their website stating what's in the package, how do you receive it, the sum, well, basic customs information. And you have a choice of several delivery methods, just by regular mail, which takes a while, or you can choose some shipping company. And I chose Boxberry. I don't know if it's a Russian or an international company, I don't remember. But today I received a message from the hub, from the intermediary, saying judging by the form you filled, the package contains a tobacco pipe. And I quote, "As per the international rules of shipment, we cannot ship it to Russia." And my heart just dropped. My first thought was, okay, either Russia or the US had passed a law prohibiting cross-border shipment of pipes. And of course, we have a decent selection of pipes in Russia. At least 3 to 4 major stores are operating here. They offer a very wide selection of pipes from all categories, from the budget to up to the one-off, expensive stuff. And I'm not even counting the pipe makers who are working out here in Russia. So you can get a pipe, but of course, if my thought was the whole world is closing basically for me. I cannot. What if I cannot order anything now? So I sent a message back. So I sent a message back to the representative of the hub, asking her please tell me what norm is violated by this shipment, because I have received packages from your hub actually, and there was no problem up until now. She was pretty quickly to respond in, I think, an hour or so. She said, it came from Boxberry, from Russia. They say they cannot accept it, and I emailed them back and just slapped them a little bit, and they said, okay, we will accept it. So I thanked her for a job well done and for the quick reply, and I'm expecting a pipe in the mail. And I pretty much understand what went wrong. The devil is in the details as usual. Problem is, Russia is prohibiting the transportation of tobacco products, the shipment of tobacco products over the border. And the guys at Boxberry just took it as an umbrella term and included the pipes in the tobacco products category. Whereas in reality, a pipe is a pipe. It's a piece of wood with maybe a piece of acrylic or vulcanite or something like that attached. It's not a tobacco product. There's no tobacco in the pipe yet. But sometimes they're just extra cautious. I actually think there's a similar problem, as far as I know, in the US, whereas after amendments to the legislation that put all those ridiculous requirements on the tobacco manufacturers that forced, for example, the US stores to cease production of their in-house blends. You all remember how the Hobbit's weed disappeared because it was an in-store blend, and now in order to blend something in store in the US you have to pay a small fortune and pass all sorts of procedures. don't remember the name of the authority. FDA? People in the US, please correct me if I'm wrong. But the similarity is they are trying to get their hands on the blenders, whereas blenders are using tobacco which was already certified, and they're just mixing it same way as the cook mixes the ingredients while preparing a meal. And I've heard that the same authority is actually going for the manufacturers of pipes in the US, and they're trying once again to treat tobacco products as an umbrella term and try to get their hands on the manufacturers, force them into dancing to their tambourine and obeying all those ridiculous requirements and regulations. Which all boils down to pay us money, will you? Yeah, this sucks. Not the pipe, you know. The pipe is great. I love this 315 shape. Nice. But this whole notion of trying to amend the legislation and force people who are just trying to get by, just do what they want, do what they like, do what they do good. I'm smoking Hobbit Sweet match, and if this match is the original is anything like the match, it's a great aromatic tobacco. Beautiful tobacco. You know, and just forcing a family-owned business to cease production. Not production, blending of the tobacco. Ridiculous and sad. And I'm very glad that I hopefully managed to conquer Boxberry. Yeah, never again will I try to make them ship any pipes to me. Thankfully, the US airmail treats me just fine. 2.5 weeks and it arrives. Beautiful. So there you have it. I'll hopefully receive the pipe. I'll do the unveiling, taking it out of the package. I forgot the term, the yabo. I'll be doing the yabo. I'll also hopefully receive and open the tobacco samples I ordered from the neighboring state. That'll be interesting. And the next video will probably be me addressing all the comments and picking up at least some of the tobaccos, of the blends that were recommended. Thankfully, I think I will be able to order about half of them here in Moscow. So we'll go with what I can obtain. Because ordering them from abroad will take some time and some money, and I still need to pay off my debts first. So there we have it, a small life update. A small sort of a teaser for forthcoming videos. It's just regular stuff, but I'm so glad I'll be doing, you know, pipe related videos again. Because this channel, I think, moved a little bit. My rambling videos and my opinion videos got a little bit out of hand. I seem to have neglected the pipes. God, that's a great blend, you know, the fire dance flake. If someone is struggling with smoking while filming video, I do recommend fire dance flake and Hobbit Sweet, because they both of those smoke beautifully. Once you manage to get this going, nice. My cadence is, as usual, awful, but if I manage to get the fire dance flake going, it usually, I'm doing much fewer relights than I normally do. Because I sometimes watch my videos that I already filmed and I'm thinking to myself, why do I even put the lighter down? I might just have it in my hand all the time. Anyways, I'll finish this bowl and I'll go to sleep. Another major difference of this workplace from the previous one is my whole work day is moved an hour earlier. We start at 9, finish at 6. I used to start at 10 and finish at 7. So I'm very sleepy because I am an owl, an awful owl, and I normally go to bed past midnight. It's actually past midnight already. So I'll get some sleep, and tomorrow I'll probably go skiing with my wife and my daughter. The son is away with his father. I mean his biological father. My family seemed to pick up skiing. Amazing. I'm sort of a Soviet type ski enthusiast, and you probably saw a picture of my daughter on her very first trip trying skiing for the first time. I put that on Instagram. Amazing what youth can do. That'll be interesting. Anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you very much, people, for dropping by. Thanks again for all the comments and suggestions to my previous video. I'll do my best to make you proud. And I promise I'll be back real soon with another one of my videos. Until then, happy puffing. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and see you people. Bye.